So transform again is probably one of the most useful tools in Illustrator. So let me show you how it works. So I'm just going to take this heart shape here. So whatever I do to it, that's a transformation. It could be move, it could be scale, it could be rotate. If I press Control or Command D, it says transform again, and you can find that over here, object, transform, transform again. So let me show you how that works. If I'm going to just scale this down a bit. If I hold down Alt and make a copy, immediately after I've done that, if I press Control or Command D, it repeats that action. So it has to be immediately after you've done the transformation. If you do something else first, like click on a tool or whatever, it clears. So you won't be able to come back and do that. So let's do another example. Let's take this. And if I put the rotation point over here, and then I rotate and I hold Alt so that I am making a copy, and Shift so that it snaps to 45 degrees and release, and then Control or Command D, D. So you can see that I can repeat the last action. So a very useful tool. So let me just go back to here. So that's transform each. Now, sorry, transform again. Now let's look at transform each. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. This is more random. So if I have these hearts and I want them to be in a more random arrangement, I'm going to select them all. Object, transform, transform each. I'm going to put random on, and then I'm going to take the scale to 50% and 50%. So you can see they're randomly scaled between 100 and 50%. And I'm going to move them by, let's say, 20 millimeters and 20 millimeters, so they randomly move within that range. And let's say I want them to rotated randomly around 180 degrees. So you can see it gives me a random arrangement. It's kind of a starting point. It's more like if you wanted a swarm of bees or a bunch of flowers or something like that. It's a good starting point, but you don't have a whole lot of control. So once I've done that, I can then go in and tweak things specifically or individually.